So I want to talk about Johnathan Majors, and he's been in the news recently. And but before I get into all that, if you're one of these types of people that click on people's YouTube video and dip out in 30 seconds, you can just go away now. But if you're interested in hearing what I have to say, stick around because at this point I'm almost over it when it comes to this YouTube shit. But anyway, so you got Johnathan Majors, and as far as I'm concerned, I'll just put this out here right now. The man was screwed out of his career. He was completely screwed. When the story first came out a couple of years ago, and they were talking about how he assaulted some white chick that he was messing around with. When I looked at everything that was being presented to all of us on television, everybody was talking about it. I was like, what are they doing? You see footage of the man literally running away from the bitch. Literally running away. I remember there was a video where it looked like he was trying to get out of the SUV in New York. And she grabbed him and trying to pull him back in. And he grabbed her and put her back in the vehicle, and he took off running. And then the bitch running after him. Then I heard something else where apparently she was in his closet. Now, I don't know if this happened before or after, but these are things I've heard. That she was in his closet, drunk out her mind, crying or something like that. And then there was another segment of information where there was an audio recording of him talking to her, saying, hey, like basically referencing Coretta Scott King, Michelle Obama, like, you know, prominent black female figures, trying to get this Jabari woman in line on his program. Now, that's something that I think women in general need to be aware of. When a man is a high value man, he has a plan, he has money, he has fame, and you are a relative unknown. Nobody knows who the F this chick was. If you're going to want to be with me, let's say if I'm Johnathan Majors, and I see you at like IHOP or something, and like, you want to go out with me, cool. But this is where I'm headed. I'm a public figure. So a lot of the things that you would normally do is going to reflect on me now. And that's what he was trying to tell this chick. Where in that leaked audio recording, he was pretty much in the recording saying like, hey, you can't come to the crib. You can't come home drunk like this. You know, I'm on the bigger and better things. Basically, the video is out there. I found no fault in that because I'm like, look, if you want to be with me, like, let's build together. That's really what he was trying to say. He's like, let's build together, but you can't be out here acting the fool because it's gonna reflect on me because he's a public figure. And she crying and sobbing in the video. You'd think he killed her mom or something like that. Like, I'm like, bitch, like, why are you getting all upset for? So now the flip side, you got the black community, which I kind of understand. You know, they're like, look, this is what the man gets for dealing with a white chick. You know, I can see that argument. I can see that argument. For me personally, hey, to me, it's whatever. But 1,000%, this woman effed his career up, like completely destroyed it. Ever since these allegations and all of this nonsense, he lost his role to Kang. He lost a lot of other deals. A lot of his, I think his agency dropped him. Over what? Because she had a little something on her ear and something on her finger, which we're not going to talk about the fact that she clawed up his face. We're not going to talk about the fact that she ran after him in Manhattan. I remember he had an interview not long after where he was talking to another chick. It was a pretty lengthy interview, and one of the things that stood out to me, she asked him, yeah, it was a black woman that was interviewing. I'm like, I was screaming at the TV. She had the nerve to say something along the lines of, "Do you think race had anything to do with this?" And he smirked, and I knew exactly why he did it. I knew it because it's like, are you really asking me this question? You really don't think race had anything to do with this? I'm a black man dealing with a white chick, and I'm running. And then basically he's saying, and I could tell he was trying to be as calm and as passive as he could. And I do think he did a good job. And he said, how would it look if the situation was flipped around, where me as a black man was running after a white woman down the streets of Manhattan? How would that look? It was questions that woman asked that really angered me more, because it's like, look, you're a black woman. You don't think race had anything to do with this? So it really frustrates me whenever I see prominent men being brought down because of bullshit allegations from women who really just want a fucking payday. That's what angers me. It's now gotten to the point now where you don't even need an assassin's bullet anymore. All you need is let's get this chick, probably somebody you messed around with 5 or 10 years ago. Just say he touched you inappropriately, and 5 years ago, he touched my leg. And I'm like, this is all it takes? So this is not anything against the women that actually have actual real cases. But those women that just see a payday, like this Jabari bitch, that right there to me is what angers me. And you want to try to believe all women's claims, but when you got situations like that, it's like the boy that cried wolf. It's very hard to differentiate when a woman is actually really being assaulted and has really had her life turned upside down versus some other no-name chick that just sees a fucking payday. And that really upsets me. That really upsets me. That man had his career completely destroyed. And I hope the money that this chick got, I hope she sleeps well at night. I hope. Because at some point in time, something is going to come for her. Call it divine justice or whatever. Something's going to come. Because people like that, what goes around comes around. What goes around comes around. And the man's career was literally casted into the fires of hell and over this. Some chick that he met, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was she's a some dance choreographer. Nobody even knew who the hell she was until she started dealing with him. Outside of her friends and family, nobody knew who the hell Jabari, Grace Jabari. Who the fuck is that? Like, nobody knows. Nobody cares. But now, I won't even be surprised if she'll go on to write a book. She'll probably get a movie deal. Anyway, man, when I look at this just in, now, when you type them in, now she drops assault lawsuit against Johnathan Majors. So let me get this straight now. So you ran this man's name through the mud because it's been some time. It's been a year or two? So this man has now lost millions of dollars. This man has lost much sponsorships. His name has been tarnished. His potential marketability in Hollywood and getting roles or even just getting sponsorship deals has been erased because of this nobody, this no count. And now she's dropping her lawsuit or whatever. Look, this is what I would like to see. Even though it's not going to happen. But this is what I would like to see. I would like to see this man exonerated publicly of every charge. Every charge. The man, when he was in that interview and he was speaking to that stupid woman reporter that asked him, "Oh, do you think race played it?" I was like, "Are you effing serious? Like, what, you don't?" But the man, it couldn't have been me because he handled it very professionally. But I know when he got off set, he must have been like, "Who hired this dumb bitch?" I'm pretty sure. But anyway, it's just ridiculous. So when this chick was just a nobody, and I feel that 100% the man should be exonerated of all wrongdoing. The man, whatever injuries this chick got, was largely because of he was trying to get his property back. She in the SUV, she snatched his phone, and he was like it's like if you take somebody's property, they're gonna try to get it back. Like, it's natural. So in that little bit of a tussle, oh, okay, well, she came away with a little bit of a cut on her finger. Give me a fucking break, man. So yeah, that's what I would like to see personally. Even though I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it. What the hell is up with this damn website? Let me see. Anyway, let me go to a different page not responding. Gotta love it. Oh, okay, no, it's here. It is. So, all right. So what do we got here? Johnathan Majors' ex-girlfriend has dropped her assault and defamation lawsuit against the once rising Hollywood star after reaching a settlement. So basically, it was all about fucking money. It was all about money. It was all about money. That's what it was about. I'm gonna say it again. It was all about money. This man plucked this woman from literal obscurity. Nobody knew who she was. Nobody gave a damn about who she was. But yet and still, now I'm going to drop my defamation, which caused your career to go down in flames because we reached this, because now you paid me enough money. So, you know what? Now, okay, you're off the hook. Yo, this angers me. So lawyers for Majors and Grace Jabari agreed to dismiss the case with prejudice according to a joint filing in Manhattan federal court Thursday. Jabari's lawyer said Friday that the suit was favorably settled. You know what that means? Favorably settled? That means my client, and me, the lawyer, because I'm representing her, of course, we got a huge payday. That's what that means. This shit is sickening. Jabari's, so Grace Jabari has exhibited tremendous courage throughout this very long and difficult process. So, what? You were drunk in the man's home. You basically put yourself in a closet. Who the fuck does that? You put yourself in a closet. You snatch the man's phone away. You're chasing after the man in the streets of Manhattan, New York, but I guess she was brave because she's chasing after somebody. Like, we hope that she can finally put this chapter behind her and move forward with her head held high. No, she is going to put it behind her because she's going to put it behind her on her way to the goddamn bank and draw whatever amount of millions of dollars that she conned out of this man. You know, the one thing that he did say that he did wrong is that I think he said in the interview he played with her heart or something like that. Basically, he was texting some other chick. Okay, that's wrong. right? If you with somebody and you trying to hook up with somebody else, we can all accept that that is wrong. But did it warrant all of this? No, it didn't. So as a result, this woman got millions of dollars, more than likely. And this is what they're talking about, a favorable settlement. It was all about money. This guy, his career now, it may recover, but it'll never be what it once was. And this chick, now, she had her 15 minutes of fame and probably millions of dollars because of it. This shit angers me, man. This shit angers me. That's all I gotta say about this. It's complete utter bullshit.